The New York Knicks coaching staff has been blown away by this athletic freak. Let's talk about it. My name is Paul. This is Big Apple Sports. Tune in every day for the latest Knicks news, insights, and analysis. If you're a fan of Knicks basketball, this is the channel for you, so don't miss out. Take just a quick second. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Got a lot more Knicks content coming, and the season is getting pretty close, and I think it's going to be a fun one, so don't miss out. Hit the subscribe button. All right, so coming into the year, obviously they've signed some new guys, filled out the bench a little bit with Gershon and Jordan Clarkson, Malcolm Brogdon, brought back Landry Shamet. But I think it's a guy who we all knew was coming back that might be a guy who can make a huge difference this year for the Knicks, and that would be Mitchell Robinson. Mike Brown the other day was talking about just what a monster he is, and he's coached against him before, but until you see it in person every day, like, you just don't realize how dynamic he is. So at his press conference, he just said he is a monster on the glass. Like, when he used to coach against him, he had to specifically game plan for him and sometimes pick up fouls because Mitchell Robinson can win games on the offensive glass alone. And then he said just being around him, he's even better than what you think. He's just got a great feel for the game of basketball. And then he said, even I can probably throw alley-oops to him because you just close your eyes and toss it up there and he brings it down. And honestly, that's going to be huge for this new coaching, like the new style of coaching that Mike Brown brings. Like, he loves running like that fast-paced transition offense up and down the floor, and like great, like something that's always great in offenses like that is when you got a guy who can finish at the rim and catch an alley-oop, and I think Mitchell Robinson can be that guy. And then to his credit too, it sounds like he's really been working hard to get ready for this season. I mean, the guy started his own farm in an effort to boost his health. So he is, not only has he been working out and trying to get into better shape, but he's cleaning up his eating, trying to eat only naturally grown, grass-fed, quality meats, getting rid of all the artificial nonsense that most of us Americans are eating. So he is going all in on being better this year and being ready to compete in this fast-paced Mike Brown offense. And it's just great to see because this is a different team with him in the lineup. And I know it's a big debate whether he should start or if it should be Josh Hart. But whether he's starting or he's the sixth man, like, we need him in this lineup. It's really no secret this year. The Eastern Conference is between the Cavs and the Knicks. Like, they're right neck and neck right now in terms of odds to come out of the East. The Magic are really the only other team close, but I'm just not going to believe in a team with so many young players who haven't proven themselves in the playoffs. And then you got, like, the Hawks, the Sixers, who knows if Paul George and Joel Embiid will ever be healthy. Honestly, I think the Pistons might be their toughest competition after the Magic, but with no Jason Tatum this year and no Tyrese Halliburton, it's really Cavs-Knicks. And if you look at last season, the Cavs beat the Knicks all 4 times, and then specifically, like, looking into these games, like here, let me pull it up. The last game they played, the Cavs out-rebounded the Knicks by 14 rebounds. And Mitchell Robinson did play in that game, but he had just been kind of coming back from injury and wasn't quite 100%. And then you look at, like, their games before that. Mitchell Robinson did not play in this one, and they were out-rebounded in this one as well. In February, they got just absolutely blasted by the Cavs, and got just destroyed on the glass, 47-32. So, like, I mean, you can just see, like, this Cavs team with Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, they attack the glass hard. And when you only had Mitchell Robinson in one of your games, and it was like one of his first ones coming back from injury, like, you just can't compete with that. And so having him back 100% this year and healthy is really going to make a big difference if the Knicks are going to take down the Cavs this year. And then I think Mike Brown's going to make a big difference too. And then just the addition of all these guys on the bench. I think that just plagued the Knicks all year last year. And they just had like a 6 or 7 man rotation all year. Occasionally some other guys would get in, but they weren't great. But like this year with Jordan Clarkson and Malcolm Brogdon, and then either Hart or Mitchell Robinson coming off the bench, plus Shamet, like, this is a really deep team. And then even like some of these younger guys who haven't played a ton, like I like Tyler Kolek, like this is a deep team, and if Mitchell Robinson can stay healthy and be the player we all know he can be, this is going to be a much improved team. And like Mitchell Robinson's never going to be one of these guys who is gonna put up 20 points and shoot jump shots and hit free throws. Like, he's always going to be a guy who you don't want to see at the free throw line, and his points are all going to come on putback dunks and alley-oops and, maybe the occasional bucket right at the hoop. But, like, even though he's really limited offensively, he makes this defense. And I think you can just trust that with Brunson and Anunoby and Cat and Bridges, like, they don't need him to be a 20-point per game guy. They don't even need him to be a 10-point per game guy. They need him crashing the glass, getting those offensive rebounds, getting those second chance point opportunities, and then I think with this faster paced offense this year, getting him the lobs up in transition. Like, I think he can be, I don't know, it wasn't that long ago. I'm not that old. Like, I'm sure most of you watching this channel remember like the Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan, Blake Griffin Clippers. I really think Mitchell Robinson can be a prime DeAndre Jordan caliber player if he's healthy. So that's always the big question with him. But I think just seeing the way he's committed to his body with starting his own farm. I mean, you don't see many players in any sport start their own farm to make sure that they're eating clean and getting the right proteins and nutrients and just natural substances in their body. So he's clearly all in, and I hope that with the all-in version of hopefully a healthy Mitchell Robinson, this team can compete, maybe even win on the glass against the Cavs and come out of the East. So Knicks fans, give me your thoughts. Who should start? Robinson, Hart? Who are you excited for? Predictions for this season. I always like to hear from you guys. And then just don't forget, like and subscribe on your way out.